Um, my name is DJ Sniff. That's my performing name. And yeah, I'm originally, I was born in America and then grew up in Japan and now live in Amsterdam. So the reason why I came to this festival was because I invited Eric last year to perform at a concert that I organized. And Eric enjoyed my performance, so he invited me to perform at this festival. And yeah, also I think we'll work together in the future with Eric M. So I hope it's a beginning of a collaboration. Yeah. The sources I play are very different. I collect a lot of voice records, so a lot of speeches, in all different languages. So I started with a Japanese guy explaining about Japanese comedy. I also use a lot of jazz records, more free jazz records, and then I use a lot of sort of ethnic music. So I have tabla records, Middle Eastern music, again a lot of Asian music, and then combined with some hip hop records. To be able to play the turntable as an instrument is a very important concept for my music. It's something that I always felt like it's natural for me to approach it as an instrument, but also I feel like I have to prove it in a way because it's still a new instrument, and I really try to use it as or approach it as an instrument. And my other instrument is my computer. So for me, it's very natural to use these two because I never studied music, or I don't know how to read music, so I was never trained in that tradition. So for me, it's natural that these devices or machines that make sound are my instruments, and it doesn't really. For me, that's the most natural way of making music. So the piece that I played tonight was, it's hard to say whether it's improvised or not, because to begin with I choose the records which to bring, so that already gives it a framework. And then I also practice on combinations of records, and also I see whether a certain record sounds good in my system. So when I buy a new record, I try playing with it and running it with my computer and see if it sounds good. And if it sounds good, I try to explore what sounds best. So in that sense, there's a lot of prepared things. But in the actual performance, the details of when to change records, or how to manipulate the record, or which path to take, those things are all decided during the performance.